I'm Katharina from Made in Office and welcome to our Empower Best Practice series. Today I want to show you how to create a PowerPoint master and will give you some tips and tricks. But first of all, I want to show you the differences between master, layouts and slides. So, the master is the basis for all layouts of your template and all slides of your presentation. The settings which are defined here, like for example font, colors, the placeholder settings, as well as the footer and other design elements are passed on the layouts. The layouts can be viewed as a second level of the master, which provide different possibilities for using the slides in a presentation. On the layouts, the title, placeholders and other elements can be inserted, which then can be used and viewed in the slides of the presentation. You can only edit the master and the layouts of your template in the master view. To do so, click on the tab View and then on Slide Master. Here you can now see the structure of the master. On the first level, you can find the so-called mother layout with the general settings, and on the second level, the different layouts which belong to the master. The master and the layouts are not visible in the presentation. For creating the content of your presentation, which will be visible in the presentation mode, you can go back to the presentation view and can create on the basis of your master and layouts your content slides. In order to do so, you can click on New Slide, where a selection of the different layouts of the master are displayed. Now you can choose an appropriate layout and can fill the slide with content. But let's go deeper into the process of the creation of your own master template. For showing you how to do that, I will open the blank PowerPoint template. And now we'll go back to the master view. First of all, you should decide which size format the master should have. Usually you choose between the standard 4:3 and the widescreen 16:9 format. The second step is to define the general settings like colors and fonts. And to create a color scheme, you can click on Colors and then on Customize Colors. Here you can now define the color picker which you can use in your template. On the right-hand side, you can see an overview of the different functions of the colors. For example, the first 4 colors are the background and font colors and text colors. And the accent colors are used for diagrams or tables. To change a color, click on it and then on More Colors. Here you can now enter the RGB values. For example, here the 60. And now you can click on OK. You can give the color scheme a name, for example, like Made in Office, and can click on Save. If you already saved a color scheme, you can choose it also from the list. To define the fonts in your template, click on Font and then on Customize Font. Again, a new window will open in which you can choose the fonts for the headers and for the bodies of your master. Like in this example, Legui Light. Again, you can give the font settings a name, like Made in Office, and can save the settings by clicking on Save. Finally, you can rename the master by clicking on the button Rename. We will call the master Made in Office 2019. So the next step is to define the mother layout, which is the first layout in the master. On this layout, you can define the placeholder settings, the footer, and you can insert design elements which will be visible on all the other layouts. With a click on Master Layout, you can activate or deactivate the different placeholders for the mother layout. Before positioning the elements and the placeholders on the slide, you can insert horizontal and vertical guides, which will help you to position the elements on the layouts. So 60, 7, we have 6, 8, and for the footer, 880 and 920. Okay, now you can start to adapt the title placeholder by defining the font, which is already the right font, the font size, which we will change in 36, the color, which is already right, and now the position of the title placeholder. Now we can also adapt the inner margins of the title placeholders, which we can do with the Empower Layout tools. And we will remove the margins of the title placeholders, and we can adapt other settings if needed. In the same way, you can adapt the content placeholder. So first, we will change the font size. And now the color of the bullets of the 2-second levels. Additionally, you can define up to 9 text levels with different formatting, like for example different bullets or indentation. Here we'll change also the font size, the bullets again, and the indentation. Okay, the size and the position of the content placeholder defines the drawing area in which usually all elements of a slide should be positioned. With the Empower Layout tools, you can easily adapt the position and the width of the content placeholder to the title placeholder. Finally, you can adapt the formatting and the positioning of the footer elements. We will change here the font size, the font color, and also the position of the footer. Okay, now you can also add design elements, like in this example, the orange line and the copyright element. So we copy this on to the mother layout of our master. Okay, perfect. Furthermore, you can now define on the mother layout the default line, the text box and the shape, which will be inserted through the ribbon by clicking on the Insert tab and then on Shapes. In order to do so, we will insert a line and will adapt this line to our requirements. So for example, we will change the the outline of this line and the weight. Finally, you can set this line as a default line by making a right click and choose the option Set as Default Line. In the same way, you can now adapt the default shape and the default text box. After defining the default settings and the mother layout, you can now start creating the different layouts for your template. In a blank template, you already have some suggestions of layout types. Delete the layouts you don't need and adapt the existing layouts to your requirements. Starting with the title slide, you can delete or hide the background graphics by clicking on this button. Now you can adapt the formatting and position of the existing placeholders on this layout. So here we will also change the font sizes, the alignment, and the position. Again, we can perfectly use the Empower layout tools to arrange the elements with the position painter. Moreover, you can add elements like the logo, for example. We'll bring this to the background and can now change the font color of the title placeholders. Okay, if we want to insert a new placeholders, for example for pictures, we can click on the Insert Placeholder button, and then we can choose the type of layout we want to insert, like here, for example, the picture placeholder. Okay, the name of the layouts can be changed by clicking on Rename. We will call this the title layout. If you want to create a new layout, then click on Insert Layout. In the section of the master layout, you can insert or remove the title and the footers if you want. You can again rename the layout, like here in this, for example, only title. Due to time constraints, I will copy the other layouts from our existing master. We recommend to have at least a title layout, a layout with only a title placeholder, a layout with one and also with two content placeholders, and optionally also a section header, a statement slide, as well as a picture slide with only a picture placeholder and the last slide. If you want to have individual guidelines for the different layouts, Then you can insert the guides on the single layouts. Now you can remove the guidelines on the mother layout. Finally, you can change in the presentation mode and can insert the slides which should be automatically opened when you open the template. Now you can save the master as a pod X. Because the template will be the basis of all your presentation, make sure that the size of the master is not too big. We recommend that the size should be not more than 200 megabytes. So this was the overview of how to create a PowerPoint master. Thank you very much for participating. If you have any question, do not hesitate to contact us via empower@maidenoffice.com.